What is Forex? Imagine you're going on vacation to Europe. You walk up to a currency exchange booth at the airport with $100. They take your dollars and they give you back, let's say, 95 euros. You've just participated in the foreign exchange market. That's it. At its heart, that's all Forex is. It's just the act of swapping one country's money for another's. Forex is just a shorter, cooler way of saying foreign exchange. Now, that little exchange you did for your vacation. Imagine that happening all the time, all over the world, but with enormous amounts of money. Instead of you buying souvenirs, it's a giant company like Apple buying parts from Japan. So they need to swap billions of dollars for Japanese yen. Or it's a government buying oil from another country. Or it's a huge bank just trading. And here's the key. The price is never the same. One day, your $100 gets you 95 euros. The next week, maybe the US economy is looking really strong, so your dollar is worth more, and it gets you 98 euros. The week after, maybe Europe's economy is booming, and your $100 only gets you 92 euros. This giant, worldwide, 24-hour-a-day marketplace of currencies, all changing value against each other. That is the Forex market. It's not in a building, it's just a massive electronic network connecting all the banks and institutions. It's the biggest market in the world, by far. So where did this all come from? Well, long ago, it was simple. It was just bartering. I'll trade you my 3 chickens for your bag of wheat. That's the oldest form of foreign exchange, really. Then, for a very long time, we had something called the gold standard. Think of it like this. Every country agreed that their money was worth a specific amount of gold. A US dollar was worth a tiny little shaving of gold. A British pound was worth a slightly bigger shaving of gold, and so on. This kept everything stable. The exchange rates didn't really change because they were all anchored to the price of gold. But after World War II, the world got really complicated. Economies were growing and changing so fast that being tied to a limited supply of physical gold just didn't work anymore. So in the 1970s, the world's leaders basically decided to cut the anchor. They let the currencies float. This meant the value of a currency was no longer tied to gold. It was decided by supply and demand. Just like the price of apples or cars. If a country's economy is strong and everyone wants to invest there, they need that country's currency. Demand goes up and so does its price. If a country's economy is weak, nobody wants its currency, and its price falls. And that decision created the modern Forex market we have today, a dynamic, constantly shifting ocean of values. Okay, so how on earth do people earn from this? Well, if you can earn money when the price of something goes up, you can do the same with currencies. But there's a twist. You're not just buying the euro. You're always trading one currency against another. It's like a constant tug of war. Let's go back to our euro and US dollar example. The pair is written as EUR-USD. Imagine you read the news and you think, you know what? The European economy is about to do really well, much better than the US. You are basically betting that the euro is going to win the tug of war against the dollar. So you buy the euro-USD pair. If you're right and the euro gets stronger, the value of that pair goes up. You could then sell it and make a small profit on the difference. If you thought the US economy was going to get stronger, you'd do the opposite. You'd sell the euro-USD pair, betting the dollar will win the tug of war. Now the price movements are often tiny. A currency might move by a fraction of a cent. So how does anyone make real money? They use something called leverage. Think of leverage as a financial crowbar. It lets you use a small amount of your own money to control a much, much larger amount. So you might only put up $100, but the crowbar of leverage lets you make a trade as if you were using $10,000. This is where it gets both exciting and incredibly dangerous. If your bet is right, that crowbar magnifies your tiny profit into something significant. But if you are wrong, it magnifies your loss just as powerfully. You can lose your money very, very quickly. Earning from Forex isn't about getting a secret tip. It's about studying. It's about understanding why one country's economy might get stronger or weaker. It's about managing your risk and having the discipline not to be greedy. You are competing against the smartest minds and the fastest computers in the world. So in the end, Forex is just the simple idea of swapping money. Born from a history of moving away from gold, and earning from it is a complex game of betting on that economic tug-of-war. A game where you must use powerful tools very, very carefully. It's a fascinating world, but one you have to enter with your eyes wide open.